Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name's Clint. Today I'm going to be making cheesesteaks on the old Blackstone. We're in the garage today because that's where we keep our Blackstone. This is a super easy recipe, and if I can do it, you can do it. Very few ingredients with this recipe. Obviously we have your meat. I'm using shaved ribeye. Came prepackaged. I've got half a medium Vidalia onion sliced, half a medium green bell pepper sliced, and half a 6-ounce box of baby portobello mushrooms. For the cheese, I'm going with 7 slices of white American. Seasoning, all I'm using is Heath-Riles garlic butter. Oil, I'm going to be using avocado oil. And a couple of buns. And that's it. All we got to do now is get to cooking. I didn't hit record, y'all. So what I did was I put a little bit of avocado oil down there, and I threw my onions and mushrooms and peppers all on at the same time. I'm on low heat. It's going to continue to get hot, so don't sweat that. You don't want to overcook these. Turn them over a few times. Once they get to where you got a little bit of brown on the onions and the peppers are starting to soften up, just going to move them all the way over to the side. I'm going to put just a little bit more avocado oil on there. I'm going to throw the meat on. Add a little bit more of your favorite seasoning. You start chopping this up. This is a little more difficult than it has been in the past. Sometimes it helps to have more than one spatula. For us, this will usually make us about 4 sandwiches, depending on how stuffed you like your buns. You can chop this meat up to however you like it. If you like it real fine, chop it till you're happy with it. Now, when your meat's almost done, I bring my onions and peppers back over here and mix it all up together. Dadgum, that smells good. And then I'm going to move it all back over here towards the cooler side. Spread it out a little bit. And add my cheese. This is the way I do it. Y'all can do it however y'all want to. This works out pretty good for us. In the meantime, I'm going to get my buns over here and get them toasting. That cheese is melting up pretty good. I'll just mix it all up. We like the white American cheese on ours, but you can use whatever cheese you want. What kind of cheese do you guys like? Go ahead and put that down there in the comments. I'd like to know, because if there's something better, I'll give it a try next time. All right, once you think you're about ready, go ahead and move you a portion over here. I want a little more than that. These aren't very big. They're hoagie rolls, y'all. Bigger than hamburger buns, but not a really big bun at all. Put that on there like that. And pick the whole thing up together and flip it over on your plate. Came out pretty good. I'm gonna do this one this way. Oh yeah, that's good. Don't forget to clean your griddle, especially when you're doing cheese, anything like that. It will bake on there. Whew. You know what? I'm not even gonna put that down there. I'm just gonna pull that right out like that. This is how I clean my griddle. It may or may not be correct, but it's how I do it, and I haven't had any issues with it yet. I haven't turned the heat off yet. The flame is still on low. I'm just scraping off, trying to scrape all the crap out of it. And any oil that may be stuck in the cracks and crevices. Now I'm going to turn the gas off. Now while the griddle is still hot, throw some water on it, steam clean it. A lot of people have trouble keeping their griddles, whether it's a Blackstone or whatever brand you have, keeping them seasoned. And it's because they don't take care of them. I always clean my griddle before I eat. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna come back with a little oil and just use a paper towel. Spread that oil out and get you a nice thin coat. You don't want it too heavy. You just want a thin coat. And you all see what I'm using, a white paper towel. A lot of people fuss. I get lint when I wipe my griddle down. Well, at the start you probably will, because the seasoning hasn't had a chance to smooth out. And your seasoning hasn't been built up. Don't forget to do the sides, both inside and out. Front and back. If you feel like you got a little bit too much oil on it, just turn your paper towel over. Soak up a little bit. That's all you got to do. Let's go ahead and give this one a taste. A little too much on that one. Falling off. Yeah, that'll make a turd. You can top this however you want. You can put mayo, ketchup, whatever you want to on it. Personally, I don't see the need for it. This is daggum good the way it is. Let me know in the comments below how you make your cheesesteak. Hope you all like this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Till the next time, keep the shiny side up and grill on.